Let's start with something hilarious. Most people think getting smarter is like trying to download a 300 GB file using village Wi-Fi during a thunderstorm, while the router is powered by hopes, prayers, and a dying UPS battery. Basically impossible. We imagine geniuses are born in some secret underground lab, casually munching almonds soaked in quantum physics while solving Rubik's Cubes blindfolded just for entertainment. But here's the twist. Smart isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. You don't need a 300 IQ, a Hogwarts letter, or a brain upgrade from Elon Musk. You just need to drop a few normal but secretly dumb habits and train your mind like it pays rent on your skull. Welcome to the plot twist. So, maybe you clicked on this video because you want to feel smarter, not because you're trying to become a walking encyclopedia, but because you're tired of your brain acting like a 2009 smartphone running 17 apps at once. You know that awkward moment when someone casually asks, "So, what do you think about it?" And your brain responds like a cheap progress bar. Loading. 9%. 13%. 14%. Error. Then boom, mental blue screen. Zero thoughts. Just birds chirping in the background. Or maybe you're tired of being the yeah, I heard about that too somewhere from someone probably, person. Like, you're involved, but not really involved. Your memory works only in two categories. Keycap 1 completely useless moments from 2014. Keycap 2 your Netflix password. Everything else auto-deleted like spam mail. And let's be honest, there's always that one person you secretly compare yourself to. The walking Google. The human Wikipedia subscription. The person who randomly drops facts like, well, according to neuroscience. And you're sitting there thinking, bro, how? Why? Do you sleep with textbooks? But here's the important part. You're not stuck. Your brain is not defective. You don't need to be born gifted. You just haven't updated your mental operating system. Right now, you're basically a gaming PC running in battery saver mode, when you could be on turbo performance with RGB lights glowing like you're about to launch a rocket. And in this video, we're flipping that switch. Not with stress, not with boring textbooks, but with smart, simple, daily life brain upgrades. Welcome to Level Up Mode. Alright, now let's expose the biggest plot twist mistake people make when they try to become smarter. Ready? Here it is. Most people treat intelligence like a personality aesthetic instead of a trainable skill. They talk about it the same way people talk about zodiac signs. Oh, I'm not naturally smart, it's just not who I am. My brain works differently, like emotionally. Or the iconic, I'm not dumb. I'm just more of a vibes person. No, my friend, that's not spiritual depth. That's mental self-sabotage dressed as personality philosophy. And then we have the legendary academic makeover routine, also known as, I will transform my life starting tomorrow. Here's how it usually goes. Step 1, buy a brand new notebook. Step 2, buy the aesthetic pen, usually gold, gel tip, overpriced. Step 3, create a dramatic productivity playlist. Step 4, spend 2.5 hours designing a study plan with military precision. Step 5, study passionately for 7 whole minutes. Step 6, take a well-deserved snack break because mental health. Step 7, never return again. That, right there, is the Olympic sport of fake productivity. We keep mixing up preparation with progress and information intake with intelligence increase. And then there's the shortcut squad. People who watch 147 TikToks titled Psychology Facts They Don't Want You to Know and suddenly think they can diagnose childhood trauma, predict human behavior, and probably read minds. Just because you consume smart content doesn't mean your brain downloads and installs it. If that were true, I'd already speak 7 languages, play 12 instruments, and survive a zombie apocalypse with only a spoon and optimism. Another problem? People try to transform overnight like they're auditioning for a superhero origin story. Monday, I shall rebirth myself. Then they stack goals like, read 5 books, master AI, fix mindset, learn trading, enhance vocabulary, develop memory, become philosopher. Bro, your brain is not a blender. You can't dump random ingredients and expect a smoothie of wisdom to magically appear. Real intelligence grows like plants, slowly, consistently, and only with the right environment, not like fireworks that go boom and disappear. Let's be real for a moment. When we say, I want to be smarter, We don't mean we want to memorize long books or speak like a professor. What we actually want is something much deeper. We want confidence when we speak, so our words don't feel shaky or uncertain. We want clarity when we make choices, so we don't feel lost or confused. We want control when life becomes messy, stressful, or unpredictable. Being smart isn't about showing off or trying to look superior. It is about understanding life in a faster, calmer, and clearer way. It means learning how to think, not just remember. It means being able to explain things simply, not make them sound complicated. When your mind becomes sharper, life becomes easier. You worry less because things make sense. You regret less because decisions become wiser. You trust yourself more because you know what you are doing. That is the real goal. A mind that helps you, not hurts you. A mind that works like a clean, smooth, powerful machine guiding you every day. So take out your imaginary notebook, because I'm about to tell you something that never appears on motivational posters or school walls. The truth is simple but powerful. You don't get smarter by collecting more information. You get smarter by improving the quality of how you think. Let's break this down in a way that truly clicks. Think of your mind as a house. Many people assume becoming smarter means filling that house with more books, gadgets, decorations, quotes, facts, and random objects. It feels productive at first, like you're building a massive library. But what if the house becomes so crowded that nothing has space, nothing has order, and you can't even walk without stepping on something? Is that really intelligence? Or is it just mental clutter? Real intelligence is not about how much you know. It's about how clearly you can use what you already know. It's the ability to connect ideas, understand situations, and apply knowledge in real life. A person who understands one concept deeply is often smarter than someone who memorizes 50 ideas and can't use any of them. So what actually makes you smarter? Here are the 5 principles that truly shape a sharper mind. 1. Curiosity over ego. Curiosity is the real Wi-Fi signal of the brain. When curiosity is strong, learning becomes natural, effortless, and exciting. You absorb information without forcing yourself. Ego is the opposite. Ego says, I already know this. I don't need help. I don't want to look dumb. But curiosity whispers, wait, why does that happen? How does that work? What if there's a better way? Kids are the perfect example. They learn languages, emotional behavior, rules, tools, symbols, and social skills without formal study. They don't worry about looking wrong. They ask until they understand. That's why they learn faster than most adults. Curiosity is unlimited, free, and always available. Ego is expensive, it costs you growth. The moment you stop asking questions, your brain goes into airplane mode. Everything still runs, but nothing new gets downloaded. 2. Friction-free learning. If learning feels like a punishment, you're doing it in a way your brain dislikes. Smart learners don't rely only on discipline. They design an environment that makes learning easy, fun, and automatic. For example, if you want to improve your vocabulary, you don't need to sit with a giant dictionary like you're preparing for a spelling championship from the 1800s. Instead, learn it through things you enjoy, short videos, books, apps, conversations, audiobooks, or stories. When you enjoy learning, you remember more and stress less. Think of learning the same way you think of drinking water. You don't drink a full bucket at once. You drink small sips throughout the day. Smart learners reduce friction. They don't fight their brain. They collaborate with it. 3. The brain loves association. Your brain is not a digital storage device. It does not file information in folders like a computer. Instead, it stores relationships, connections, and emotional links. This is why random facts are hard to remember, but meme jokes, embarrassing moments, childhood songs, and emotional memories stay forever. They attach themselves to feelings, images, humor, and personal experiences. So if you want to remember something, connect it. Link a new word with a funny image. Connect a fact with a story. Relate an idea to something personal. Teach the concept to someone else. The more connections, the stronger the memory. Memory is not copying. Memory is connecting. 4. Slow thinking is smarter thinking. Today's world respects quick replies, instant answers, and fast reactions. But speed does not always mean wisdom. Many of the smartest thinkers pause before speaking. They reflect, analyze, and consider more angles. They ask themselves, what's the root cause? What are the possible outcomes? Is this emotion or logic? Slow thinking gives clarity, and clarity leads to smarter decisions. Fast thinking might help you reply quickly, but slow thinking helps you choose correctly. Deep thinkers don't rush, they process. 5. Repetition beats intensity. Cramming may help you pass an exam, but it does not help you build long-term intelligence. Learning is not a one-time download. It is a repeated signal. Think of the gym. You don't become strong by lifting heavy weights once. You grow by lifting moderate weights consistently over time. Your brain follows the same rule. Small daily learning beats rare, intense effort. If you learn just 10 useful ideas, facts, or skills every day, you'll collect 3,650 in a year. That is enough to change how you think, how you speak, how you decide, and how you live. Consistency builds mental evolution. Final thought. Becoming smarter is not about stacking more information. It is about making your mind organized, curious, connected, calm, and consistent. When you think well, life becomes easier. Decisions feel clearer. Problems feel smaller. Learning becomes enjoyable, not painful. A smart mind is not heavy. It is light. Not crowded, but structured. Not fast, but accurate. Not proud, but always learning. That is the principle that transforms intelligence from a skill into a superpower. Okay, story time. Meet Ollie. Ollie isn't a bad student, but he always feels like the quiet extra in his own life. One day at a family dinner, his cousin confidently wins an argument about something Ollie didn't even understand. Everyone looks impressed. Ollie just sits there, nodding and smiling like Wi-Fi with one bar. On the way home, he makes a dramatic promise. BAS. From today, new year, new brain. Phase 1, Overmotivation Mode. Ollie opens YouTube and searches, "How to become a genius fast." The algorithm replies with loud motivational music and dramatic advice. Read 50 books a year. Wake up at 4 a.m. Study until your soul cries. Ollie says, easy. He immediately buys a giant 900-page philosophy book with a title he can't even pronounce. The first night he reads 5 pages, feels like his brain is melting, and falls asleep face down in the book. 3 days later, the book becomes home decor, a fancy coaster. Phase 2, Fake Productivity Mode. Ollie changes strategy. If I can't read books, I will watch knowledge. He now scrolls through endless educational TikToks and Reels. He nods like a wise professor, even though he remembers nothing after 5 minutes. He is collecting short bursts of inspiration, but zero understanding. His brain becomes like a storage room full of balloons, colorful but empty. Phase 3, Real Enlightenment Mode. One day, Ollie tries something simple, slow daily learning. Instead of forcing himself to finish the entire 900-page book, he chooses one interesting paragraph per day, something he actually enjoys. Then he sits with it for a minute. He thinks about how it connects to real life. He discusses it with a friend. He writes just one reflective sentence before sleeping. Slowly, something surprising happens. Learning stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like progress. Ideas begin to connect. Confusion turns into clarity. Ollie notices he can explain things better. He understands concepts faster. He asks deeper, sharper questions. His family starts saying them. Ollie thinks differently now. Ollie didn't increase his IQ. He changed his approach. He didn't download more information. He upgraded his learning lifestyle. And that small shift made him smarter, quietly and permanently. All right, enough theory. Let's get practical. Here's how you can start getting smarter today without moving to a mountain and meditating with goats. Step 1. Learn one useful thing every day. Don't stress about random trivia like pigeons can recognize themselves. Fun fact? Yes, but useless in a real conversation. Focus on knowledge you can actually use, something that improves your work, decisions, or everyday life. Even one small idea daily compounds faster than you think. Step 2. Write a one-sentence reflection. Not a diary, not a novel. Just one sentence. What did I actually learn today, and how can I use it? This tiny habit forces your brain to process information, not just consume it. One line a day is enough to build clarity over time. Step 3. Explain it to someone else. Teaching is the ultimate test. If you can't explain it in simple words, you don't truly understand it yet. Tell a friend, a pet, or even your mirror. Bonus, your confidence shoots up when people actually get your explanation. Step 4. Ask more questions. Curiosity isn't optional, it's a growth hack. Instead of settling for answers, ask why, how, and what if. Every question builds new mental pathways and strengthens your understanding. Step 5. Protect your mental diet. Your brain is what it eats. If you scroll endless doom-scrolling feeds or watch nonsense 24/7, your thoughts will reflect that. Feed it knowledge, ideas, stories, and perspectives that challenge and inspire you. Follow these 5 steps consistently, and you'll notice your mind thinking faster, clearer, and smarter, without burning out or pretending to be a genius overnight. Here's a little mental hack I like to call the Sherlock pause. Whenever you're about to react, answer, or make a decision, just pause. Count 1, 2, 3 before you say or do anything. That's it. 3 seconds. Doesn't sound like much, but it's pure gold for your brain. Why it works? It forces thinking over reacting. Your first impulse is rarely the smartest one. It adds clarity and depth. In those 3 seconds, your brain organizes thoughts instead of firing blind. It prevents embarrassing or impulsive mistakes. You'll make fewer, oops, why did I say that? Moments. Think of it like a pause button for your mind, Sherlock Holmes style. The smartest people don't rush to speak or decide. They let those 3 seconds work their magic. That's where insights, clever solutions, and sharp ideas quietly form. Here's the best part. You can start doing this today. Anywhere. Work, conversation, even text messages. Just pause. Breathe. Think. Then act. The takeaway? Intelligence isn't about speed. It's about being intentional. Those 3 seconds are where genius sneaks in quietly, unnoticed, and suddenly, you're a little smarter, a little calmer, and a lot more in control. So here's the truth. Getting smarter isn't some elite human upgrade pack you buy on Amazon Prime. Your brain is already powerful. It just needs the right habits, cleaner input, and a little daily curiosity to unlock its full potential. You don't need to become a genius overnight. You just need to think better, ask smarter questions, and learn in a way that actually sticks. Small changes, consistent effort, and intentional thinking, that's the secret. If you start today, your future self will thank you. You'll be calmer, sharper, and more confident than the version of you watching this video right now. And trust me, that version will look back and high-five you silently, probably while scrolling memes. If you like videos that make personal growth feel simple, practical, and even a little funny, not a boring lecture from a motivational robot, stick around. Let's grow smarter together, one small step at a time.